Standing by.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Complete.
Konnichigen. The multi-dimensional portal is open. Once again, I say, Konnichigen is your favorite superstar, the multi-dimensional Dajigen Kaiden, a sentient star cluster in virtual idol form. Great to see you, Bao! You are early today! Wonderful, you made it to the start of the stream. Yeah, you know what's not early though? The little chat thing here? There we go. Yeah, like the messages take a little while to show up on for the YouTube chat for some reason, but that's okay. As long as they show up, that's the important thing. And you showed up as well, Bao. How are you? Hope your Saturday or Sunday is going well. Here we are with a slight delay. Sorry about the delay, everyone. Just a few minutes, thankfully. You know, something came up IRL that I had to that I had to pay attention to very quickly. But thankfully the delay was not very long. So here we are, ready to study Japanese with the owl. It's Japanese or broken knees. Hold on. Japanese or broken knees. There we go. Now I have the right expression for it. Japanese or broken knees. Spanish or vanish. French or the trench. Yeah, because today we're gonna focus on Duolingo for the Japanese practice. I made a poll on Twitter to decide between 4 choices, which are Duolingo, Lingo Deer, Renshu, and an RPG game for learning Japanese. The RPG game is called Learn Japanese to Survive, and I think we would go for the katakana game because there's 3 different games as a trilogy. The first one is hiragana, the second one is katakana, and the third one is kanji. The hiragana game I actually haven't even finished, but I pretty much have finished my learning of hiragana, at least when it comes to reading it. Writing it is another story. So that's what we're gonna do also in Duolingo. Mostly we're gonna be doing the katakana exercises. I think I will start with a hiragana review to warm up, because when you finish the entire hiragana section, and I'm guessing it's gonna be the same for katakana, whenever you do a lesson for them, it's just like reviewing everything at random. Like, it just gives you a bunch of random characters, exercises to practice with, basically. So let's already do it. Let's already switch into it. We're gonna switch to a lo-fi playlist now. And yes, let's immediately get into this. Let me just put the window up. I probably should do these things before the stream, but that's okay. There it is. Here's Duo. Here's your favorite owl. I'm still in the Amethyst League. I thought I completed the lessons this week. I haven't been keeping up with Duolingo as I did earlier this year, because now I have other places to practice Japanese as well. But I was keeping a streak mostly. But now I don't care that much about the streaks. It was 100 or so days that I had for the last streak, but it was kind of a fake streak. They give you something called a streak freeze, where if you miss a day, boom, the streak freezes there. You have a couple at max, so at most you can miss 2 days depending on how you do it. And technically I didn't do anything in Duolingo, but it freezes my streak, right? I think it's very helpful if you're sick, or if something happened in your life that just doesn't allow you to play Duolingo at all. But at the same time, it feels like it's not really a real quote-unquote streak. But yeah, that was the streak I got. That's also kind of why I don't care about it. But yeah, here I am in the Amethyst League. I had made it all the way to the Obsidian League. There was only 1 league left after that, which was the Diamond League, but I didn't make it as far as that, because that's around the time I sort of dropped off Duolingo. And then shortly after that too, I discovered the other places. Well, Lingo Deer I already knew. Renshu I discovered, and I started to consider the other options. But whatever the case though, whichever one of these we use for practice, they all work out for me. So whatever ended up winning the poll. Works out well for me. And here we are then in Duolingo. So, let's do a little warm-up with some hiragana. Konnichiwa. Oh, that was louder than I expected. Konnichiwa, it's said there, because they said konnichiwa means hello, right? Konnijigen is my variation of that. All my variations. Oyasumi nakai. Ohayo gozaimasu. Otsukai-sama desu. When it comes to the otsukai, I try to make it sound very similar to otsukare. I try to say kai, like very long. Otsukai-sama desu. Otsukare-sama desu. Otsukai-sama desu. You hear the similarity, right? Otsukai-sama deshita. I'm very proud of that. It all kind of started in one of the YouTube streams. One of the viewers here said it with me, like, how do you say your goodbye message? Is it otsukai? And I'm like, wait, that actually sounds better than I expected it to. And now we finally have that. It used to be see you round, which worked out too, but this is a lot better. I think this is a lot better. So B. It makes me do it here. Hyo. これです。よし。10. So as a contrast from yesterday, I think we're gonna like make it more chill, more lo-fi. That's why I had the lo-fi music, right? Yesterday's Final Fantasy Friday was like much more fun than usual, much more like more all over the place like that. Like it was great though. That's probably what ends up happening when the conversation is fun. I mean, it regularly is anyway. Like even if it's just like me talking and you're all just lurking, not chatting, but like I don't know, more fun than usual. But also I think it's because of Chu, by the way. Let's finish this. Oh, wait a minute. What did I do wrong? Oh, huh. Okay.
Oh.
But also doing like the bunch of duties, the boss rush that we basically did, and the hard and extreme versions, though, you know, they just carried me through it, doing it unsynced, which helped out because we did it faster. So on the next Final Fantasy XIV stream, we're gonna start with a raid, if it all goes well. Oh, I remember this song. Shujin. What does Shujin mean? I forgot.
主人
Shujin.
日記
Because they don't always tell you the meanings of the words.
日記
Nikki. Nikki with like double K, I imagine, like a name.
びっくり
Especially with the way it is. Bikkuri.
びっくりびっくり
Bikkuri.
びくり
Bikkuri. Surprised. And yeah, that chisai tsu is necessary. Choco.
チョコ
Choco. Miyoko.
みよこ
Hyun.
ひょん
Hyaku.
100
That means 100. Hiyoko.
ひよこじ
G. This one is very rarely used, if I recall correctly. The only thing that sucks about these exercises on PC is when I have to do this sort of thing, because I feel like it lends itself a lot better to a phone, because you're doing it with your fingers, so it really is like almost like, you know, writing it on paper, which is the way I want to learn it. I want to be able to handwrite these and, you know, handwrite it without a guide, like just from my memory. Truly learning the words. That's the part that I feel like missed about hiragana, and why I keep hesitating whenever I say, oh, I learned, but also I still have a lot more to go on it, right? Otherwise, yeah, I can say I have learned hiragana. I am starting to get better at it. Like, this practice really is paying off, because I'm starting to be able to read hiragana faster, because one of the biggest struggles for me has been reaching a good speed of reading so that I eventually can just read it like within a second. A whole sentence can be read like within a second, as I do with like English, or rather with Roman characters, right? Like Bao's latest message on the chat there, I can read like in a second, immediately. I do that in Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot. So we had Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel this week. I'm still gonna play off of the stream. I still need to get to the top of the Duelist Cup. At this rate, I'm not gonna make it. I maybe need to make a new deck. A meta deck or something. There's a couple options I can do without spending too many materials and gems, but anyway, I digress. The thing I do in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that I try to read the card text fast so that I don't take too much time away from my opponent when I have to read it. And well, there's a timer too. So I just sort of skim through it fast. Sometimes I'm able to read a lot. And Master Duel is helpful in that if a monster has like multiple effects on the text or something, or a card, it highlights the effect that they're activating if they're only activating one of them. And so you're able to read that highlighted sentence. Highlighted, highlight, how do you say it? Anyway, you're able to read it immediately there. So it's very helpful, but it still has to be read very fast. And so that's the speed that I eventually went to reach, but that's when I like master all of Japanese, I guess. But the point is, I being able to get better at reading hiragana faster. So I say this is a warm-up exercise, but it is helping as a review. And as you saw, I got something wrong already. So it's good to review for that reason too.
守備
Shubi. はい、行きましょう。
おはよ
続けましょう。Did I say it right? Let's continue. 続けましょう。続けます。I'll continue. Alright.
うおはよ
おはよ
うおはよい
う。おはよい。Whoops.
おはよ
ごかいます。
うひ
ひ。はい。We're gonna be able to get a lot of katakana practice here. But the thing is, hiragana I actually started learning before I got into Duolingo. And I was able to learn a lot of it outside of it. Japanese Pod 101 was the thing I used the most for this. But a video from Japanese Pod 101. What I'm really missing here in Duolingo that was very helpful from that video in Japanese Pod 101 and also from Renshu is some mnemonics to really help me remember it. Associations in my mind to do that. What is a mnemonic for those who are wondering? A mnemonic is basically some sort of association that you do in your mind. So the he character, let's say, resembles like, I don't know, it resembles like a you with some like things. That wouldn't work for something like he, but I don't know. Let's say it resembles a flame. It doesn't resemble a flame for me, but let's say it does, just for this example. And the word he means fire, if I recall correctly, or it means flame. How do I know that? Because of Kamen Rider Wizard. Flame, please. He. And so I would say, oh, he, flame, it looks like a flame. Okay, boom. Something like that, right? Those are the mnemonics. Or another example, just something that really strikes in your mind, I guess. Like something that is very, like that gives you good remembrance. So usually associating this with an object, associating it with like a person even, something visual in your mind helps a lot.
ひょ
Hyo,
りゃ
bya,
りゃ
hai. Alright, now they're gonna be more challenging. Giyu? No, gyu. Chu? Ju? Ju. Giyu? Piyu? Piu. Biu. Hai.
週末週末
週末。
週末
つ。Oh. 週末。Is this right? Oh, yes, the extra U there. Okay, I'll get back to it. Osaka. This is not the city because of the double O there. It's not Osaka. Osaka. The words that I think I'm gonna struggle the most learning are gonna be the ones that have like an extra U. Ohio, for example. You can't hear it when you say it out loud. You just hear the yo. Yo. You don't hear it like yo. It's yo. It's like an expansion of that. Very subtle you might say. So when it comes to writing them, that's a struggle for me. But alright. Thank you. Tensha. Yeah. Tensha. Choito. Tenyo. Tenkin. Hi.
準備
Junbi is preparation, I think. Junbi wa seiko shita. The preparations are complete for the master plan. I don't know, something like that. I remember some scenes in Kamen Rider that are like that. Like the villains prepare their plan and they're like, 準備は成功した something like that.
準備
準備 Preparation. Yes, it's preparation. Wonderful. 素晴らしい John.
じゅ
This is the one I got wrong, right? Ju?
じゅ
Yeah, because I didn't realize it's Ju, not Chu.
じゅ
Ju.
週末
Shu.
週末
Shumatsu. Weekend. Shumatsu. あ、今日は週末です Today is the weekend. Excellent. That works out. And there's the 1-day streak, as I said. Not really keeping a streak here, but why not? Let's like pick a streak goal of 7. And I got that streak freeze also. But I don't know if I'm gonna keep it because I might do other practice that's just very different. Like, I don't know. Renshu, Lengo Deer.
5
You know what I'm also counting as my practice? When I watch an episode of Geats, Kamen Rider Geats without subtitles. Because it is practice. It is actually practice. I don't have any subtitles. I'm hearing with more attention. That's the way I've been watching Geats right now. I'm watching it without subtitles. And eventually I'm gonna rewatch it with subtitles when the series is over. So that I watch it with like the specials and the movies in like the correct chronological order, if applicable. Yeah, like they have a major movie coming up with Revise and Ryuki. Major return of 3 Ryuki characters, Ryuki, Knight, and Oja. And Oja is also gonna be in a special that will air in January on I think the Toei Tokusatsu fan club. Kamen Rider Outsiders episode 1. They had episode 0 earlier, which is a continuation also of a special between Genmu and Thouser from 01, Smart Brain from Vice, which is also a continuation of a special between between Saber and Ghost, Spectre, Blades, and also I think it might be connected with the recent specials in Revise. What was it called? Girls in Trouble? No, that's another thing. Girls Remix special, which was mostly focused on female characters, because not only female riders, it was like a lot of other characters that are not Kamen Riders coming back, which is it was so good. I haven't actually seen the whole thing. I'll do it when I watch Revise in the way I mentioned for Geats. I'm gonna do it with Revise. Yeah, it's starting in January. Like January is only like 2 weeks away, for heaven's sake. It's not like that far away. That's why I'm hoping to finish Saber before the year is over. And I actually watched the Saber and Ghost thing yesterday. That I just mentioned. Oh, it was so good. It was so good actually. But that's what you get when you get the original writer to write the characters. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, you're taking a little pause from the game to talk about writer. Well, not a game, maybe a game, depending on how you say it. I would say it's a game. That's the beauty of Duolingo, the appeal to it. It gamifies learning, right? Every single one of the choices we had for today is a gamification of learning. Lenshu, Duolingo, Ringo Diru, RPG, Game, all of them were. But yeah, what was I gonna say? And yeah, just all these specials that have been connected lately, but they also have like a sort of chronological placement between them that is ideal to watch like that. I'd rather watch it in that way. But anyway. 続けましょう. Go. Oh yes, very frequent character you see here and there. Ohayo. Ah, there it is.
おはよ
Ohayo gozaimasu. Oh yeah, it might be morning for some of you, so Ohayo gozaimasu.
ぴゃぴゃ
Pia.
ぴゃ
Hai.
へ
He. Or just e, depending. Pyo.
ぴょぴゅ
Pyu.
ぴゅ
This is Pu, and this is Pyu. This is Hugh, and this is Byu.
弁護士
Bengoshi, that's lawyer.
へ
Yeah.
べんごし
Bengoshi. Hey, speaking of Kamen Rider Ryuki, I'm serious when I say this. Anytime I hear the word Bengoshi, the first thing that comes to mind is Kitaoka Shuichi Kitaoka, Kamen Rider Solda from Ryuki. Too bad he's not back. The actor is still actively doing things, I think. He did show up in like, well, I was gonna say recently, but I guess it was 5 years ago, in a movie. And I think it wasn't really the character, it was like a video game simulation of the character, but it was a crossover between Sentai and Rider, focused on X8, and it was like a video game focus because it was like based on X8. But yeah, Q Rangers showed up, some Geogers. Did they have anybody from Ghost? I don't think so. They had Deno, some cameos of other characters here and there, like Solda, and he transformed on screen and everything. It was great. I hope he comes back for something else if they do more with Ryuki. Mostly they're doing Ryuki for this movie for 2 reasons. 1, because it's the 20th anniversary this year. 2, because Ryuki was like a battle between riders with only one winner coming out on top. And the current Kamen Rider Geats is based on Battle Royale video games, so it's a similar scenario. Like, they have different loops of a Battle Royale going on, with only one rider being the winner. Every loop. Unlike Ryuki though, it's like multiple loops. Ryuki doesn't have multiple loops, it's just the entire series is the one battle. When somebody comes out the winner, that's it. Basically. Oh, this is so tricky. Hold on. Ohayo. 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 Ohayo.
Ohayo.
Ohayo. Like, you really gotta like just abruptly end it to say the difference. Ohayo.
Ohayo.
Ohayo. Ohayo. Ohayo.
Ohayo.
Gozaimasu. Ohayo.
Ohayo.
Ohayo. Hai.
He.
He. それともえ。ぴゃ。
ぴゃ。ぴょ。
ぴょ。I've been saying this is gonna be a more chill stream, and I'm here just talking in my usual like blah, 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 way. But hey, I'm full of energy, so I'm happy to be here. I'm having a good time.
ぴょ。
That's always a good thing. Here's where it gets more chill, like when I'm just like focusing on the exercises. Maybe you can focus with me. Study with me. Study with me. If it applies. If you already know this, then just watch me struggle then. Pure.
ピュア。
これです。
孫。
Mago.
孫。
Mago. Does that mean something? I've heard that before. 一よ。日よ。日よ。日よん。日よ。日よ。
部屋。
部屋。That's room. 部屋。私の部屋です。私の部屋は汚いです。You know what I just said there? My room is dirty. No, I need to clean soon. I need to clean soon. 私の部屋は汚いです。いや、ひどいひどい。最低。ぴゃ。恥ずかしい。ぴょん。ひゃ。ぴよ。じょ。ぴゅ。
英語。
英語。Hold on.
英語。
There's like an extension on it. 英語。Which I think is English. Yeah, 英語。英語は、how do I say it? I can speak English or I understand English. 英語はわかるです。Not sure how to say it. Not sure how to say it. I still don't know how to string together sentences. Still in the early stages. Like, we're just gonna go and learn katakana right now. ピュ。あ、それです。終わりだ。よし。完璧。And now, yes, that was the warm-up. Let's switch to... So we're mostly going to be doing the learn the characters exercises. There's the main exercises here. Let's do one of them before we get to the katakana.
ヨーロッパ
Europa. Europe.
ヨーロッパ
You know when I first learned this? Guess what I'm going to say next? Kamen Rider. You know why? Because in the original series, Takeshi Hongo, the first rider, departs the series for a while, and mostly he's in Europe fighting shocker, like the villains. And they mention it here and there, like, Europa, Europa. Like, 貴様だヨーロッパのショッカーの次々壊滅殺はあの本郷武史 I remember the dialogue by memory because the episode where that's from, I've watched it many times, but the kaijin that's saying that is like, it translates to, it's you! You're that person who's been destroying the plans of, who's been like wrecking the plans of Shocker in Europe. You're that Takeshi Hongo. Haha.
オーストラリア
Australia. I also learned this in Kamen Rider. In Kamen Rider B3, when the double riders return, Rider 1 and Rider 2, one of them says that he was in America, in the United States that is, and the other says that he was in Australia. Yeah, it's Rider 1 also. It's Takeshi Hongo as well. Like, I'm back from Australia. He was fighting Destron. They are the villains in that series. And now I'm back to Japan. Oh.
Roma.
Loma. This is Rome. And no, I didn't learn this in Kamen Rider first. Australia.
オーストラリア
See, this is all katakana. I need to go back to studying them. Australia. Yeah, the O and the A, I need to continue reviewing because I haven't really learned them. The Su, the To, and the Ra, and the Ri, yeah, I think I can recognize them. Yosh, 5 in a row. Philippine.
フィリピン
The Philippines. Europa.
ヨーロッパ
Europa.
マリオ
Mario.
マリオ
Mario. Philippine.
フィリピン
Super Mario. I think I know. Yeah,
Pa.
yeah. You see, I was mentioning Super. I was thinking about the Pa character because of this, and here it shows up. I was gonna say that I think I can know how to write Super Mario with katakana because I would be with katakana. Well, not from memory though. But if you put the characters in front of me, I can probably pick the right ones. I feel like Super has a dash, like a dash character in the middle. I don't know what you actually call that character. I don't think Dash is like the actual name for that, but yeah. Yeah, you know how I know this? Because of Kamen Rider. Because of Kamen Rider Super 1. Super 1. Like it's written in katakana, and I think it does have the dash in the middle. Yes. Loma.
ローマ
P.
ピ
By process of elimination, I did it. Because if it's with a P sound at the beginning, P sound. Sorry, I really need to get myself like what's it called? The thingy for the microphone. What the hell was it called? For the P sounds. Anyway, that thing. I need to get that thing. Mario.
マリオ
But yeah, like it needs to have like the little circle at the top, and there were only two, and I could tell the other one was not that one. So P,
ピ
Ta,
タ
O,
オ
Fe,
フェ
Fue, Pa,
パ
Hai, Pa,
パ
Pi,
ピ
La,
ラ
O,
オ
Gi.
ギ
Hai. Owari desu, shori desu, kanpeki da. Kanpeki means perfect. Yosh, kanpeki. Oh my god, that was so funny. Like Duolingo just being like squished in that target. Alright, but now let's get into the deeper katakana practice. Deeper, I say, because that was katakana practice, but if you go just through the lessons, they're not gonna teach you all the katakana characters, I think. And even if they do, hey, this is better practice. I want to practice this as deeply as possible. Like, I want to learn it 100%.
ス
As 100% as it gets. Does anybody know 100% of a language? I don't think there's such a thing in the world, but you get the point. Enough to function in a Japanese environment, if you will. Su,
し
shi,
し
kore desu. U,
うこ
ko,
こ
kore desu. Hai.
ココア
Cocoa. Cocoa. Cocoa, are they talking about cocoa? Like the thing for chocolate? Because cocoa is like something here. You could translate it to that. but it would be with wa, not a. It sounds similar here, but it's not the same. Kokoa. Koshi.
腰、
Koshi.
牛、
Ushi.
牛、
Ushi. Kasu.
カス、
Koa.
コア、
Shika.
鹿、
Shika. Kosu.
コス、
Ashi.
足、
I think that means leg or foot or feet or legs. I think it can be the same for plural. Ashi, but maybe it's written differently or pronounced a bit differently.
ココア、
Kokoa.
こ、こ、あ、
Hi. It is cocoa, yeah. Cocoa. Chocolate no cocoa. Nice, nice. I wish I knew how to say ingredient. So I would say ingredient of chocolate. Chocolate no ingredient, right? Chocolate no cocoa. That works.
スイカ、
Suica, that means watermelon. Oh, yes. And you know how I know this means watermelon? Because of Kamen Rider Gaim. Suica arms. It's great, right? Like, in many ways, Rider is always meant to be, it's meant to be for all ages, but it is aimed a lot at like, little children. So it's like one of those instances in which it teaches them vocabulary, but also for foreign learners, it works out well for that reason. Super Sentai as well, teaching you vocabulary about animals. Like animal-themed Sentai are very common. There's rumors that the next one is gonna be insect-themed. I don't know how confirmed those rumors are. I know they're called King Oja. Sorry, that's a spoiler. I don't know about the insect theme. Like, they have a king, a royal theme, but insects are also part of it somehow. I don't know. Shika,
ココア、
Kokoa,
ココア、
U. See, I feel like I need a mnemonic for this of sorts.
し、
She. Sometimes mnemonics can be abstract in your mind, but for the most part, you don't want them to be. Because I have sort of an abstract mnemonic of... I can't explain it, it's very abstract to explain, but something abstract in my mind that makes me remember U and this character are one and the same, basically. Shi, Su, U, Sa, Ko. Sa is a difficult one because it looks very similar to the Se from hiragana. It's probably just like on the other side.
鹿、
But that makes it more difficult for me. Shika. Shika. Deer. That's a new word for me. Shika. Shika. So here's the mnemonic I'm thinking to remember this for deer. I'm picturing a deer just making a shika, shika, shika sound. As if it were a Pokemon. It has a cry, right? Like shika, 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 shika. Like a Pokemon. And that's a mnemonic. Something that helps you remember. Koa.
アイス、
Ice. That means ice cream, potentially. Ice. Or it could mean like a popsicle. Kamen Rider always has, again, Rider examples. It's gonna happen every bloody Japanese learning stream, I think. I just mentioned Rider parallels. Sometimes I may mention something else like Pokemon. Eventually, I'd like to learn the Pokemon names. They're probably all gonna be in katakana. Every single one of them. But, in Kamen Rider O's, one of the characters is like always eating like ice like popsicles, basically. Ice sticks, whatever other name you use for it. Popsicles is the one I know them for. But yeah. I actually watched the Kamen Rider O's 10th anniversary special only recently. Came out earlier this year in like March. And I watched it only recently. Yeah, hey, March of next year though. Another major Rider movie release, which is Shin Kamen Rider by Ano Hideaki. I hope they release it internationally in cinemas. They haven't confirmed if they will. If they do, it might be afterwards. Shin Ultraman is gonna release in some cinemas outside of Japan soon, but the movie came out last year. Still though, it's still great. Kasu. Shika. Ishi. Ishi. No, in this case it doesn't mean that, but if you add like an extra I, Ishi, it can mean rock. Although, does it need the extra I? Because then there's Ishinomori, the creator of Rider, among other things, which literally means Forest of Rocks. They named the Kamen Rider song Forest of Rocks in a movie from 2012. So long after Ishinomori passed away too, but Forest of Rocks, probably based on his name. Let me drink some water before we continue. This is Kosu, and the next one is Uka. Let's see how far we can get on the katakana practice. I remember a past Duolingo stream. This was in Twitch, not here yet. But see, the thing that is great about the YouTube streams is that since I don't have to choose a category like in Twitch, I can get to do anything. So again, I could have done this with Lingo Deer, Renshu, as we did on the last one, the RPG game, which don't have categories on Twitch. Duolingo does have a category, but the other ones don't. And there's no like language learning category. The closest I could do is just chatting, which, I mean, it gets lost in all the just chatting streams that other people are doing. But that's how it can be. Kosu. Uka.
スコアスコアスコア
Skoa? I don't think I'm gonna get this right, but Skoa. Okay, I got it right. It sounded like more like a tsu than a su.
スコア
Skoa. No, actually, no, I take that back.
スコア
Skoa. Score, literally. Skoa. Dueru no scoa wa 1 11 shori 11 kachi そして3 make. I probably didn't say it right. I think something was incomplete about that. I wanted to say my duel score from the Master Duel stream on Wednesday. It was 11 wins, 3 losses. A good score. Because the rest of the festival hasn't been going that well for me. I've had a lot of losses. Just very meta decks. Mine is not very competitively meta. I changed it slightly and it helped though.
恋
I added a new card, Baron de Fleur. I crafted it with ultra rare materials. Koi. But hey Poppu! Great to see you. I'm glad to see you show up for this stream. These are the streams for you, right? Learning Japanese. How are you though? How's your Saturday or Sunday? Everything good? I hope it is. And if it's not, you are here with me now, so now it's gonna be better. Haha. Kimi no Minna no superstar. Everyone's favorite superstar. Or everyone's superstar. I don't know how to say favorite in Japanese, I forget. You're good? Good. 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 Like Palpatine. Good. What was I saying? I was saying something else though. But yeah, whatever. I lose my trains of thought here. Asu. I'm learning katakana here. And I'm doing my best with it because I'm still new to katakana in general. Kasu. Ashi. Shika. Sashi. Yosh.
スイカ
Suika. Watermelon. Suika. Hai. Watermelon. Suika Arms. Kamen Rider Gaime no Suika Arms. それとも仮面ライダー三月のスイカ Arms. Will you talk full Japanese or English? I don't know. Whichever one you prefer, or alternating between them, right? I know what you did, like the previous stream. Yeah, it was the Duolingo stream on Twitch that I mentioned just now. Where we finished the hiragana lessons, I think. You were talking only in Japanese, right? Chi.
ちしち ち
This one I don't remember.
わ
Wasureta. Wa.
わ
I literally said a word that starts with wa. Wasureta as they were saying that. Look at the coincidences we're getting here. It's fate. Welcome to my daily life. Full of these sorts of things.
え
Eh.
み
And I'm not kidding about that. Mi.
み
Mi.
みち
Chi. Sa.
さ
Wa.
わ
I.
え
Eh. Bleh. Eh.
ミスミス
Misu.
ミス
Misu is mistake. Misu. Feels like I should remember this a lot. Especially when I make a mistake, I'm like, misu desu. Shimatta. Shimatta. Misu da.
エア
air. しまった。ミスだ。Miss. Oh, it's like saying the word miss. Like, oh, this is a miss. I missed. It's a mistake. Like, M-I-S-S, miss. Miss. Maybe I can remember it like that. But if you put only kanji, if you put a lot of kanji, it's gonna be hard. I'm gonna put it through the translator as I usually do, Pop. Let's see. If you... 日本語の単語で助けが必要な場合は、私はあなたの先生なのでお手伝いします。はい、お願いします、先生。お願いします。Yeah, any help you can give me is welcome. Sure. 声。This means voice, I think. 声。
声、
声。
川、
カバ。
川、
カバ。I would have thought it's back for a moment, but no, that's カバン。
価値、
カチ。カバ。
川、
Oh, kawa. That's river. That's river, right? Or was it lake? I forget. You can tell me, Popu. Is it river? Soretomo lake. Shimi?
しみ、
Awa, river. Arigato. Awa?
泡、
Umi.
海、
That's ocean. Sea. Ichi.
一、
One. Koe.
声、
Which is maybe voice.
エア、
Air.
え、あ、
Air. Air. Like literally just borrow from English like that. Air. Well, yeah, katakana is like mostly, well, not just for this, but like used a lot for foreign words.
わし、
Washi. So it makes sense to see these like that. Washi. Washi is another way to refer to yourself, right? Usually used, from what I understand, for like old people or like a very wise ancient figure of sorts. Washi wa sensei desu. Washi wa sennin desu. Kame sennin desu, or something like that. Honto desu? Did I get it right, or are you referring to something else I mentioned? Honto desu. Wakata wakata. Michi.
道、
Michi, what did it mean? Something about purpose or path?
岩、
I forget. Iwa.
しわ、岩、
Iwae makes me think of rejoice. Iwae! Kamen Rider Gio. Waga Mao.
Uchi.
Uchi. Uchi can be a way to refer to yourself also. There's a character in Kamen Rider Saber that does that a lot. Uchi wa... what was her name? Nandake? Mei. Sudo Mei? Uchi wa Sudo Mei desu. Something like that.
Emi.
Emi. Oh, that can be a name too. Emi. I don't know what it means, if it means something.
わし、
It probably means something. Kami,
神、
which can mean fan. No, wait. It can mean... I think it can mean fan, it can mean hair, or it can mean God.
道、
Watashi no kami wa murasaki desu. Subarashii iro da.
わし、
Washi.
わ、し、
Oh, washi eagle. Eagle. Washi. Gonna have to practice that a little bit more. Wa.
ち、ち、
Chi?
ち、
It's hard for me to tell.
ち、
Yeah, it was chi. It sounded a lot like G as well. Chi, G. It's difficult. Wa, mi, sa, e, chi.
しわ、
Shiwa, shiwa. Watashi wa nanda? Watashi wa modotte kimasu. Watashi wa daigaku ni denwa o kakenekare ba narimasen. Sore wa 20-50 秒かかるので。私が戻ってこない場合は、ごめんなさい、お兄ちゃん。大丈夫です、ポップ先生。ポップさん。So, you're gonna take, you're gonna call the university? I'm seeing the translation, trying to figure it out myself too. 20-40 minutes it takes, that's okay though. That's okay. Sorry if you don't come back. No worries. Thank you for being here, Popu, and for the help. Yeah, you did help me with a few words there. Arigato. Hope everything goes well with what you have to do. How do you say it? Itekimasu. And there was a response. But anyway, whatever it is. I'll see you next time. See you around. Emi.
地下
Shika. Yeah.
地下
Chika. Chika. I thought it would be chica. Chika. It's kind of like sh. Like the shika. Chika. ありがとうございました。はい。はい。どういたしまして。じゃあね。神。Yes, there's 神 again. ファイナルファンタジーの神。タイタン、イフリット、ガルダ。くせえ女、ガルダ。I'm saying the things I said yesterday for Final Fantasy. The gods of Final Fantasy, Titan, Garuda, Ifrit, some of them at least. They're primals, I guess you can call them gods. Mogul Mog. And I call Garuda that awful woman or that trashy woman, something like that. Because I keep this running joke that I hate her. Because she calls herself the Lady of the Vortex. And like, the Vortex is something I'm all about. Like, come on, look behind me. Look behind me right now. But then she behaves like an absolute villain because that's what she is. And I'm like, you're disgracing the name of the Vortex. How dare you, you bitch. I hate you now. And it's part of the running joke. Shishi? Hai. Umi. Shiwa? Mie.
チワワ
Chihuahua. I think that literally means Chihuahua, like the dog. Chihuahua. Wa. They look so similar, the U and the Wa. It's like just a little line, little almost dot of a difference. Chihuahua. Chihuahua Inu. Chihuahua Inu. Desu ka? Chihuahua Inu. Hai. Okay, new characters. Tai. Ta. Yeah, I learned this from Kamen Rider because it has so Kamen is always in kanji, but Laida is in katakana, and the da is the same as ta, but you know it has like the little sounds to change it to da. So la, I, da, I tend to recognize those. Ta as well. Ta and da. But yeah, ta, ki. O. Out of these, the one I know the least is O. All the other ones I've seen before somewhere. Tai. Tai. Yeah, I was gonna say Thailand. It's a country in Southeast Asia. Tai. Because it makes sense. Tai. Tairando? Is there a way? Is it always just Tai, or do they ever say the whole thing Tairando? Maybe. All right. O. Yeah, the I always remember it. So it's a character that you're gonna see a ton. In hiragana, it was very easy to remember because you have the mnemonic that it looks very similar to the N. It's like a more fancy N, if you wanna describe it that way. And in this case, I remember it because it's like there's like 3 or even 4 different katakana characters that resemble a smiling face. And this is like the smiling face, but with one eye, if that makes any sense. And it's the only one that's like that. So I remember it because of that. Literally the only consonant-only sound in Japanese. All the other ones are either just a vowel or a vowel with a consonant at the beginning. Hai. Ta. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, the strokes. I need to practice a lot of these more. I need to get a notebook exclusively for it. You know what I want to get to? I want to get a whiteboard with like markers because I think that works because with a whiteboard, you keep practicing them, and it's nice to do it on a whiteboard. It's really cool. And you can erase them afterwards, and then you keep going and going. I could do that in a notebook with a pencil, but then, you know, you keep doing it over and over, and it keeps being bad for the paper. And because you've done it several times, you can see still the what do you call it? The echoes. I forget the words here. Even English is a struggle here. Any language I speak here, I forget words, whether I know the language by heart or not. Whether I'm learning it like this one or I'm speaking it fluently. But the marks, you know, like it doesn't get fully erased.
Ta.
From there. Ta. And yeah, I want to get a whiteboard like here for my room here, make it more into an office. I just don't have a place for a whiteboard anywhere I am here on my setup. Or I do have one, but it's kind of hard to reach and it doesn't really work. It would have to be a whiteboard that's like on a stand. It's not one that I put on a wall. I used to have a whiteboard actually, and it was nice to have. But eventually I gave it away because I'm like, I'm not gonna use it anymore, but yeah, I regret that now. So I want to get another one. The only caveat is that, yeah, I have to keep buying markers when I run out of them. They run out of ink. Is it ink that you can call it? You get the point. But it's fun. It's like good for taking some sort of notes that can be temporary. The whiteboard I had also had like a clipboard next to it. Clipboard, is that the right word for it? Like the one where you clip things, right? Not a clipboard, but like a board made out of a similar material that you pin things to. Pinboard? Is that how you call it? Pinboard? Yeah, exactly that. It was like half a whiteboard and half a pinboard. So maybe I'll get another one like that. But I don't think I'm gonna be using the pinboard even. Like, I don't use that. Ta.
Ta.
So get yourselves a whiteboard. I recommend it. It's really nice to have. And if you're a live action content creator, like with a face cam, flesh tubing, if you will,
Ta.
it can be really good, like for your background if you're not using a green screen. I always like that. You can have it something in the background. Maybe a recent sub, boom, you put it on the whiteboard. A recent member, boom.
Ta. Ta.
It's really lovely to do.
Ki.
Ki. Hello, Hoa. NT, Hoa, Dong. I'm sorry. How do you prefer I say your name? But Kon Niji Gen. Hope your Saturday, Sunday is well. How's it going?
Ki.
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 Doing my best effort here with katakana. Mostly the stream is gonna be katakana study. For today with the owl. Japanese or broken knees. No broken knees for me today.
Ki.
Oh.
O.
Just call me Hoa? Okay. Hoa. Hoa. Hopefully I'm saying it correctly. Hi. Ki.
Ki.
Tai.
Tai. Thailand.
Ta. I.
Sagat no Kuni. The country of Sagat from Street Fighter. Adon no Kuni. Also Adon. I guess in English it would be Adon. You spell my name quite close. Okay. Okay, sorry if I got it slightly off mark, but Hoa. Yeah. And you know, Thailand. Sagato no Kuni, because Kuni is how you say country. You know how I learned that? Thanks to Kamen Rider Build. Because they have a scenario in which Japan gets split into 3 countries. So they keep saying the word country a lot. Waga Kuni, our country. Toto, Seto, Hokuto.
O.
Oh.
O.
It's fine? Alright. Arigato, Hoa-san. Oh.
Ta.
Yeah. Ta. Su.
Su.
Ki.
Ki.
Oh.
O.
It's always good to say these out loud. I always do that also when I practice off the stream. Well, almost always. Ta.
Ki.
Ki. Ki. Anytime I see the ki, it reminds me of like the mooks, the grunts from Kamen Rider B3 on Destron. They were always like kiki, kiki, kiki. And also like the shocker grunts being like ee, ee. They have their own like little cries. Some other ones were like G, 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 G. It was fun. Before Pokemon and their cries for each Pokemon, Kamen Rider had like cries, like a unique sort of like sound for each of the kaijin, each of their monsters. At least in the first series, like the first Showa series or so, that this kind of started changing with Black, I think. But before that, they were like The Shocker Grunt in Shin look really cool, at least I think so. I don't remember what they look like in Shin Kamen Rider. What do they look like? You got me curious now. Let me just search Shocker. Shokka. These ones, yeah. I like them. They're based more on like the first ones for the first 13 episodes of the original series or so. If these are the ones though, yeah, there's something that works about that. Shokka Sentoin. Oh, and somebody... Oh, this is a great fan art. This is from Crunchyroll. This is like official art, maybe? The cast from Evangelion dressed as Shocker grunts from Shin Kamen Rider. That's so clever. Because it's Hideaki Anno, right? This is official art, it seems. This is really cool. They made a tweet like this. This is great. This was a while ago. Had I seen this tweet, I would have retweeted that on the Kamen Rider Daily account. I didn't notice this. What is your thought on Kamen Rider Geats so far? So I'm still catching up with it a little bit, but oh my god, the action is... Who are the directors for this series? Because I love what they're doing with the way they're doing the camera angles on the action and the pacing of it. The thing I like the most about it, and the story has been great so far, for the most part. The battle royales are really getting fun as they keep doing more and more games. The last episode I watched was, I don't remember the number, but they finished the mansion labyrinth. The one where they escaped the mansion. There's only 2 episodes I need to catch up on. And it's gonna be 3 today. Because they have a new episode today. Code Geass a bit too much. Yeah, but I got what you meant. But oh my god, the action is so good. My favorite form so far is the beat one, which can be on anyone, but it's mostly associated with Nago. Neon-chan. But yeah, Geats has used it already, I think. But oh yeah, and I retweeted that design recently because they tweeted Nago on her beat form. What is like the full name of it? But let me show you. On the Kamen Rider Daily account. Yes, this one. So good, so good. Such a great form. Kamen Rider Nago. Again, anybody can use this. Any Geats rider, but it's mostly associated with her. It's so much fun. Tanoshii. Ongaku wa subarashii desu. Desu ne. Haha. Subarashii ongaku da. My favorite is the maze fight. The Geats finisher look great. The fights they had, again, the pacing they did on the fights in the mansion. The way they ended the first episode of the 2 episodes that took place in that mansion with those fights was so good. So good. Ii tatakai da. Great fights. Oh, let's continue here though. By the way, the lo-fi playlist we're playing in the background is like a lot of lo-fi songs in general, but the one we have right now, very Japanese-like, right? So it's very fitting. New sound effect for KR Geats. Are you talking about the beat form or are you referring to something else?
Taco.
Taco, that means octopus. Which I either learned from Super Sentai or from Rider as well. Or maybe not, maybe just from the word takoyaki. Takoyaki itself. Taco. I'm thinking of Octillery from Pokemon as well. What is the name of Octillery? Hold on. Octillery. The Japanese name, Okutanku. No, it's not taco at all. Okutanku. Okay, I was curious to see if they had like taco somewhere in the name. They do a lot of names like that. Oh, most of the weapon and fight effect, or maybe just me, sound effect? Well, yeah, every new form has new sound effects, probably, if that's what you meant. Look at the competition, though. People are competing a lot today. Some people are farming a lot today. I'm racking in that XP, but some people are already overtaking me because I was in first place just a few minutes ago. But as long as I'm within the first 7, I'll be promoted on the next league. And today is like one of the final days for that. You have a little bit of Sunday for this, but for the most part, this is like the last full day for this. I don't think I'm gonna be doing much Duolingo tomorrow. I'm probably gonna be focused in the Duelist Cup and Master Duel to at least get to the second stage and get better rewards at the end.
Wa.
Wow. Again, I think I need to get a new deck.
Chi.
Modify one of my existing decks. Either like a more meta Adamantipator deck or Mask Hero deck. Rather, Elemental Hero because it's no longer focused on Mask Heroes. Again, my Mask Hero deck based a lot on Rider. Didn't get to show it off on the Master Duel stream because I focused on that Adamantipator deck. But on a future stream, I want to showcase it again.
Chi.
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 Me.
Mi.
2022 on Mabitsa, we don't have KR Shinobi. Oh, I know. Even though knowing we won't have Shinobi. Geats has been great, at least, but it's a shame about Shinobi, but I figured this was gonna happen. See, here's the thing. So they did the Future Riders in Geo. 2022, 2040, I think, and 2100 were the years. They knew that 2022 was very close, and people were gonna think, are they gonna do an actual Shinobi series in 2022? So they did Rider Time Shinobi, that mini-series, as a sort of like, here's what we can give you, because we know we're not gonna make an actual series out of this. But at least we're gonna give you something that approaches it, so that we at least get to give you a little bit of what you want, right? So that's why they did the Rider Time Shinobi series, because they knew they were not gonna make it an actual series. So that was my reasoning. That was why I knew we weren't gonna have Shinobi as the 2022 series. Either like the one that would be in Revise, so that is my, because Revise was mostly 2022. That's how it is with the series. Like they start in September, October. Most of it is gonna be in the year after. But either that or the series that starts in 2022. Because if you look at the timeline, Geats is already a rider in January 2022. I made a tweet about that in the Rider Daily account as well. At least we have Geats Shinobi, an unknown time of Ginga. Oh yes, Kamen Rider Ginga also. They didn't say the timeline for that, but yeah. What do I think of Century Design? 10 out of 10. The way they implemented the scarf. Oh my gosh, that scarf is so good. I love it. It is the way it should be. Fantastic work.
Echo.
Ichi.
1
One. It means one, literally.
うち
Uchi. Again, a way to refer to yourself.
うち
Uchi. Kami.
神
Watashi no kami wa murasaki desu. Subarashii iro da. Ie.
家
Which can mean house. Hey, and I learned this thanks to Duolingo. And yeah, there was a recent Kamen Rider Geats episode that I watched because I keep watching it without subs for now. Where I think Geats was like looking to buy a new house and he encountered Boffa, who is a worker working on those sorts of things. And he was like, omae no ie, and referring to his house. And I kind of understood it there, so that was great. I bet the final battle will have Geats' uber buff base form, like realizing Wonder Almighty and Revice form. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Like a sort of Geats form like that. Yeah, that's sort of been the pattern for Reiwa, I think. Though I haven't seen the last episode of Revise, so I don't know how they did that. For that matter, I've yet to see the final episode of Saber, or the pre-final episode, depending on how you see it, but I'm gonna get to it before the year is over, if it all goes well.
幸
Sachi. That meant something, but I forgot what. Umi.
海
Michi.
道エコ
Umi no Kamen Rider wa Kamen Rider X. Umi no Rider. そして Kamen Rider Durendal. Ocean History. Do you like Ultraman or Super Sentai and maybe Gano? I like them, but I haven't watched as much of them as Rider. We'd rather I've seen pretty much everything up until 01. I'm still like about to finish Saber. In Revise, I just didn't watch it for the most part, though I'm aware of most of what's happened in it. But I will be watching it in January. For the most part. I'll start it soon. And Geats, I'm currently watching it. I'm hoping not to drop the series. Durandal is one of your fave designs? Nice. Yeah, it's a great design. I like it. Very Poseidon-like. There's an actual Kamen Rider Poseidon as well, but like, it's the first thing that I think about, like the power of Poseidon from the ocean, right? We should have like a little... if I had the money, I'd love to commission someone to make art of like a bunch of different riders. But I have like themes. So we could do every ocean or water-based rider. We could have X, Durandal, Poseidon, maybe Blades. Who else could be water-themed? But like in their base form. So not going for like Wizard Water or O's Shouta. Do you have a fave fan design rider? Fan design rider? Like designed by a fan? I don't know if I have any. Probably like forums. I tend to like the forms that haven't been seen in shows. So like, you know how they have a lot of like devices made for like nearly every past rider. Sometimes every past rider, but you don't actually see all of them on screen. Whenever I see fans do them, or even ones that don't have a device, like a stronger ride watch or a Skyrider ride watch, and they give a form to GO for that, I love those. I love to see those. I see a lot of artists on Twitter, Reddit do those, and I always try to save the picture on my PC.
Echo?
So I can see them later. Echo.
Ko.
Echo. Oh, eco means eco-friendly. Does it really mean it like that?
スミス
Echo. Eco no kikai. Eco no kikai. An eco-friendly machine. Eco-friendly machine. Eco no kikai. Eco no machine, you could say.
スミス
But yeah, I want to watch more of Sentai and Ultraman for sure. I am resuming Senkaiger because I was watching it, but then I dropped it. So I'm kind of going to watch Senkaiger with Saber as a sort of superhero time. And then when I start Revise, I continue Senkaiger. And then actually start Dawn Brothers. I only watched the first 2 episodes, but I'll eventually rewatch them and then watch the rest of the series. And of course, past Sentai I want to watch. I want to watch so many of them. Honestly, I want to watch all of them. Yeah, Kikai Raida. There's also Kikaida. Kikaida. That's how I learned that Kikai means machine. Thanks to Kikaida and Kamen Rider Kikai. Kikaider, Kikai. That's another series I want to watch. Kikaida and Kikaida Zero One. And then the anime as well, for that matter. Because there's an anime for it. Sumisu. Wakai. Which means youth, I think.
若い Sachiko
Yeah, in Gyo you hear that a lot. Oma Gyo referring to his past self. How did he say it? Waga no wakai something something. I don't remember the whole of it, but he says the word wakai. My younger self. Waga no wagai something. With his like unique voice.
Sachiko
So it's always fun to hear the voice of Oma Gyo. The actor that does that voice played a character in Black RX, a major character. So yeah. Woo, my favorite KR opening. That's a good question. Your favorite is Be the One. Great choice. I think it's over Quartzer. If you mean just the song itself, it probably is Justifies or Journey Through the Decade. But if you mean like the whole opening sequence, TV size with like the video, like you know the sequence they do on screen, the video, the stuff that they show on the episodes, it's probably over Quartzer. There's something very epic about it. Justifies might be the second favorite. Sometimes it's the first favorite, but for right now I'm gonna say over Quartzer. It's so epic, so fulfilling. Oh yeah, the song alone is good too. But if we go just for the song, I'm gonna have to give it to Justifies or Journey. But over Quartzer is like top 3, top 5, easily. Now over Quartzer, 時の話に逃げて共に You over Quartzer, 未来の声よ Bit difficult for me to sing it right now. But yeah.
Sachiko
Sachiko. Oh yeah, and Isa is part of that. Justifies and overquarter my two choices there. Both of them involve Isa.
幸子
Sachiko.
幸子
I need to hear more of his music. That Pomp and Isa. I love his voice. I love Isa's voice. I need to hear more of that. What's my thoughts on Futopia? Well, first of all, it's about time we got a Kamen Rider anime. Second, I love the hell out of it. I want more. I want more. Give me more. Moto. When's the next season? Please, Toei, invest in a Kamen Rider anime department. Let's have more of this. Let's have Kamen Rider Spirits at last. The original Ishinomori Rider manga. Kamen Rider Kuga. Kamen Rider Kaisa. Kamen Rider Black. Set O. So many things. Oh yeah, the new Fang form is in the manga, but they haven't gotten to that yet. Fang Trigger. Hopefully they do Fang Metal as well. I want to see like manga for everything in Rider, for everything. Sequel manga for everything maybe. And get new forms for everyone. Something like that. Yeah, because Spirits kind of give some new forms to some of those riders. B3 had a sort of like blue, damaged form. Riderman got new arms. Some of them got used in live action after that. The machine gun arm that was used in Kamen Rider Tyson and Kamen Rider 3, Superhero Tyson Grand Prix. That was taken from the manga, and that's fantastic. Machine gun armor. The Kuga manga have some kind of Kuga lover death? I have no idea what that is. I know it's a very different take on it. Inoue is the writer, Toshiki Inoue. The Yusuke Godai they have there is a very different individual. Agito shows up later, a different Agito also. And it's a darker take in some ways. Not suitable for children for sure from some things I've seen in it.
Mi.
Chi. U. Mi. そしてwa.
わし
I think I the one that calls the death of Kuga lover in the manga. I don't know. I just know that the origin of this Agito is based on the Grongi. Like, the Grongi kind of experiment on people, and it turns out, and one of them becomes Agito as a result. Something like that, but I'm not sure.
わし
There's no unknown, I think. Like, it's still the Grongi. It's Kuga, Agito, it's kind of like that.
わし
It's interesting. I want to read it eventually. And yeah, one of my end goals when I learn Japanese, which we're studying here for that purpose, is to read the Kamen Rider manga. A lot of manga is great because when they have the kanji, they give you the furigana, which are the hiragana characters for the kanji, so you can know how to read it. But they don't always have it. I have seen a few pages of Spirits, untranslated, and I have tried to read some of it. It was great when I read like Laida Panchi, Laida Kimomi Shuto. Reading the finishers of the attacks is great, but most of them, when they say words like that, because they're mostly words borrowed from English, Laida Panchi, Laida Kiku, they tend to be in katakana, so I really need to continue with my katakana learning here.
わし
Washi. Eagle, right. Washi. I feel like there's some Sentai that might... Wasn't there a Sentai Ranger that was Washi something? Yeah, Washi Pinku! Raptor from Q Ranger. So the only Sentai series I've seen, I didn't mention this earlier, Hoa. I have seen a few, and when I say seen, I mean seen all of it. Washi System for Kyoryu Pinku. Raptor 283. Washi Pinku, there, yeah! I should remember Eagle thanks to Q Ranger. Q Ranger is one of those I've seen all of it, though I'm probably missing some of the movies. I think I'm missing the sequel movie where they like have a civil war of sorts. And I've seen all of Go Busters. And that's it. Which is surprising. It feels like I've seen more of that, but No, those are the only ones I've seen like fully, like all the episodes. Though I'm probably missing some movies or specials. I thought Agito are born from Overlord Light Seed and Unknown or Overlord Darkness Angel. They are in the original Agito series, but the manga changed the origin. It's a different take on it, from what I understand. But you got it right, yeah. Mie,
エミ、
Emi. There's a character in the original series called Emi, I think. The original Rider series. Man, I don't think this is ever gonna stop. Anytime we practice Japanese, I'm just gonna say Kamen Rider Parallels, Sentai, Pokemon. I've yet to watch Go Buster nor Q-Ranger. Yeah, those are the ones I've watched myself. Have you watched any yourself, Hoa? Any series? Tokusatsu series you've watched? I do see you have a lot of great knowledge about Rider. So you are part of my club. My Rider Club. Kamen Rider Kamen Rider Club. Like in Force. Washi, Eagle, Washi Pinku. This is gonna help me remember a lot. Just Washi Pinku. Chika, Shiwa, Kami, Iwa.
チワワ、
Chihuahua. Kawaii Chihuahua Inu. Hihihi. Chihuahua Inu wa kawaii. Kawaii desu ne.
チワワ、
Chihuahua. Chikai. Which means... What does it mean? I forgot what it meant. Chikai.
ワカミ、
Wakami. Wakami. Does that mean something? Ah, Lupat versus Pat. Pat Ranger. Lupato Ranger tai Pato Ranger. A few series, but not all. You seem to have a lot of knowledge about the franchise in general, though. That's nice. Sachiko. Kamie. Emiko. Sumie. Sumiko.
スミス、
Sumisu. Oh, Sumisu Smith. Haha. Sumisu. Yeah, it's one of those that changes the pronunciation a lot in Japanese. Mr. Smith. Agent Smith. Agent Smith. Mr. Smith. Matto Smith. Matt Smith. Doctor Who. Matto Smith. Just a lot of review and stuff. Still, it's nice. It's nice that you know all of that. It's a nice way to know it too. Oh, I wish we got a new Kamen Rider game. Hey, welcome to the club also. Yeah. Geats is so perfect for a Kamen Rider game. Like, just have a lot of some Battle Royale modes on it. Maybe not an actual Battle Royale game like Fortnite or Apex for Geats, but I mean, that would be sick. But just like some sort of video game, like it has its own single player, like Battle Royale modes or something. It's a no-brainer, but they don't have budget for games as much. I want another Seigi no Keifu, Genealogy of Justice, and or another Memory of Heroes, or another Rider Generation or Rider Revolution game that has like every single main rider in it. And it's fun as a beat 'em up. Oh.
お、うん、
They are so good. Ta,
た、き、
ki,
き、
o,
お、
ta,
た、
i,
い、
ki,
き、
タコ、
tako,
た、こ、
オン、
tako, on. Taki. Ah, Taki. Taki Kazuya. Kamen Rider no Mikata. Taki Kazuya. FBI no Taki Kazuya. I don't know how you say agent, but FBI agent. Agento? I don't know. Taki.
タキ、キン、
Kin.
キン、
Kin. Does that mean something? Kintaros? Kimi?
君、
Mita?
見た、
Ah, Mitaka. Mita. I think it means like you saw or see or seen or Mitaka. Ah, did you see that? Haha. Do I watch mecha anime? No. I haven't seen many mecha anime, if any. They all look very fun and very interesting, but I've never really had time to do it. I prioritize other anime. I need to catch up with the current anime I've been watching, which are currently running anime. Some of them are gonna end soon, probably. I was watching Mushikaburi Hime, Bibliophile Princess, The Eminence in Shadow, Kage no Jitsuryokusha ni Naritakute. What else? Shinobi no Itoki, and Novice Alchemist, Management of a Novice Alchemist. Shinmai no Renki Jutsushi no Tempo Kei. 4 seasons of anime. I probably took too much on my plate, that's why I need to catch up with them. I probably catch up with some of them when they're finished. I was also watching Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, kind of. Also Gate JSDF. And some others I'm forgetting right now. There were others. But I forgot. Oh yeah, I still need to finish with the last 2 episodes of No Game, No Life. Oh my gosh, I was watching it and I didn't finish it. Literally only 2 episodes are left. Yeah.
秋
You see, I overdo it.
沖
And those are only the anime series. Because I was also watching other things like Star Trek Enterprise.
音
お
I'm just a disorganized mess when it comes to these things. Too many things. Too many things. Die Buster and Gun Buster have quite a great Kamen Rider reference in form of kick. Nice. I never heard of them. Die Buster, Gun Buster.
高
Taka. Ah, I know this means. Wait, isn't that like eagle also? Taka Torabatta. Tatoba. Tatoba. Tatoba.
円
Taka means bird or eagle or something like that. Let me see. Let me see what Google Translate tells me here. Or perhaps I'll use Deep L for this. Taka. I know there's like people with that name too. Takatora. Takatora batta. Bam ba bam bam ba bam ba bam bam ba bam ba bam ba ba bam. Hawk. Ah right, hawk. Hawk. Not the same as eagle necessarily. Hawk. Got it. Taka.
丘
Oka.
丘
I've heard this as like a name or last name as well. Oka Tomoyuki. The Great Okan. A pro wrestler. Basically Gurren Lagann before Gurren Lagann. Ah. Omoshiroi.
先
I am aware of Gurren Lagann. Like a huge thing about the drill. The writer eventually would go on to write Kamen Rider Force.
顔
Kao, which I think can mean face. Kaki.
下記
Shin.
新
Ah. Shin Kamen Rider.
ワン
1. Shin Ultraman. Shin Gojira. Takatora, the coolest KR in Gaia, beat the crap out of Genesis ride with normal driver and lock seat. Yeah. There's also Kureshima Takatora, Kamen Rider Sangetsu.
高
Taka.
あたか
Hey, shoutouts to Kotetsu Toys, Taka. You know, the owner of like a Japanese tokusatsu export website, I think it is, of merchandise. He's also very actively making videos on YouTube as a content creator. So right here. But he's doing a giveaway right now if you want to check out his Twitter. I think it's worldwide, where he's giving away a Geats driver. A Desire driver, I should say. But like for the Geats Magnum and Boost gear, I think. I don't know what it has on it, but I think it has at least Magnum. If you want to take a look at it. He has his own Kachidoki form. Ah, yes. He got it in the stage show. And he used it recently. Well, it's 2020. I guess it's a bit distant now, but he used it in the Bravo and Gridon special. Kachidoki arms. Hey, oh. I don't know if it has, the Geats ID core. I think it has the Magnum form. I forget they have the ID core and then they have like the forms. But yeah. And the Geo movie. Oh, yeah, it showed up there. Thanks for the reminder.
た
A little cameo, kind of. But that's because the Geo movie was before the Gaim special, so it was like representing the stage show. The manga Kuga showed up, like they just went nuts with it for a moment. Chi Da O Ki
かん
Kan. Oh, that literally means like a can, like okay. Kamen Rider Osu no Kan. Like the little candroids. Candoroido, I think they were called. Yeah, candroids, right? That's a very clever name. Shin. Or maybe like Kamen Rider Shin, right?
型
Kata. Mask Rider Shin, you might say. Because you need a way to distinguish them now between like the Shin from 1993. No, 92. Yeah, this year is the anniversary of Shin, actually. Yeah, it was from 1992. 30 years ago, right? Yeah. Yeah. 93 is for Set O. So that's gonna be its anniversary next year. But yeah, that original Shin. So in English, you either say Kamen Rider Shin instead of Shin Kamen Rider or Mask Rider Shin. And in Japanese, you use the kanji character for Shin, like the 92 Shin, and the one by Hideaki Anno, you use the katakana characters. We need to have some way to like tell them apart, you know? Kaki, Saki, Ita, Oka.
キス
Kisu. Kisu. In your opinion, what character have the saddest ending? To me, it's probably Blade. Yeah, Blade is a top contender. Right, recalling the series one by one, Black felt a very sad ending to me. I'm not gonna say why, but it's a very lonely ending. The most lonely out of all the endings, it might seem. I don't know if I can say like a single one. Blade, Black. I'm trying to remember them. Oh yeah, O's ending and the O's movie ending, yeah. I cried at the end of O's. I literally cried at the end of O's when I saw that. Many years ago. It got to me very nicely. And the O's movie, I didn't literally cry, but it was there. But the characters were crying there. It was so good in that sense, but also, damn it, you had to go there. Who wrote the movie? Who wrote that movie? Was it Kobayashi? Or was it somebody else? But yeah, Kobayashi, you know, the original writer of the series. Yeah, but don't say it, Hoa. It could be a spoiler for someone. Still. But yeah. Yeah. It's an exchange. Ankh is brought back, but it costs Eiji his life. Or that's the thing, like, I think he could only bring Ankh back because he was already dying. Like, the only way for Ankh to be back is for a wish of a dying person on the medals. So Eiji needed to be dying to be able to wish Ankh back to life and the medal to be able to come back like that. I think that's the implication. Because he was already dying, like it was something else that killed him. It's not because he wished Ankh to life. Rather, the wish needs to be from a dying person. And thus you're able to give your life for someone. King Os. Yeah. He sacrificed himself for someone, as he would do. He does that. So that was written very well, I would say. I think we might see Eiji back though. Especially when they bring all the writers back for something. Like, boom, all the writers gather. Which they need to do again. They didn't do it for Revise. And that was a crime, in my opinion. Why did they need to make a greet from Eiji again? It was just to introduce the new medals, basically. And the big desire of Eiji just had that happen, basically. Too bad we didn't see like the actual O's form of that. But again, that might be for the future. Because there's other medals that we still haven't seen on screen. Again, manga and anime can be good for that. And this is not a fan. They've done official designs of those forms, but this is why I like to see those forms that we don't see on screen. The potential that we don't get to see on screen, boom, it's right there. What else was I gonna say though? I forgot. Yeah, those sorts of things in general. Yosh, new characters. The La character is in Laida, so I know that. Tsu though. This one is tricky for me. This one is tricky. And you. Completely new to me. Kitty. In North American English, yeah. Because in British English, other English is kitty. Sounds like a d or sometimes like an l. Yeah. Li. Like in kitty or leave. La. No, sorry.
La.
La in meta in North American English, otherwise it's meta or lock. Tsu like cat suit, you like you.
ゆ
You. So my mnemonic for this is gonna be like, you saw the way the stroke was here, right? The order. I'm thinking of this is like a finger pointing towards me, like saying you, like the arm of a stick person pointing towards me, pointing towards the person seeing it, saying you. That's gonna be my way of remembering it. Like a stick figure. Let's imagine.
ゆ
You.
つ
Tsu. Like two eyes on the smiling face here. Sort of.
つ
This one is very difficult because there's another character that's very similar. You.
ゆつ
Tsu.
わつ
What is your most disappointed form in cat history? To me, has to be Deke Complete 21. Kill if guys, you tried to fight a weekend on my GO, tried to get slapped out of existence. If you mean in terms of that, like they didn't do much, yeah, probably that. Probably that one, or any other form that was like that. Maybe Valkyrie's new form in the 01 Vulcan Valkyrie movie. She got a bit overpowered very quickly. Although I remember she did a bit more. On the fight. I don't know. Metsubo Jinrai itself, the form of all the four fusing, like it's a nice concept, but like the whole thing behind it is very horrifying. It's very sad for them, killing them off like that. Again, sorry about the spoilers for this, but I mean the form itself looks great. I like it, but at the same time, it's such a shame. The reason behind it sucks. I can't think of any in particular right now, Hoa, but any other form that's like that just got killed off very quickly.
り
In some cases, like, it's understandable, like, just because they got a new form doesn't mean they're gonna win the fight. There's some nice realism behind that, but with Decade Complete 21, I hate the form itself also because it's like, just ignoring the Showa Riders. Why would you do that? Especially on the 50th anniversary year itself, like, why go from Kuga to, like, Saber like that? Or no, for 01 like that. It's really weird. What kind of weird thing to do is that? Why not just go for the entire history of Rider? So that's why he got destroyed, because he didn't do all of Rider as he should have.
ゆ
I honestly wish we got Decade back yet again with, like, the forms before Kuga accessible. That would have been nice for Revise, but At least that's a slap in the face of KR Decade fanboy. Keep saying Decade is stronger than Oma. He could be stronger, honestly. Decade can be quite overpowered in his own right, but they just didn't do it.
り
But I mean, Oma is the one that truly has the power of all riders.
り
He seems like to have only the power of Heisei, but I think he's supposed to go beyond. Complete 31 his head? Yeah,
ら
maybe 50 for the 50 years. It's not 50 riders, but still. I think Masahiro Inoue joked about that in one of his videos on his channel.
ら
La,
ら
Laida, Laida. You see? This is the tricky one.
し
She is the one that has like the mouth, let's say, moving more towards it. And Tsu, there's a wider smile on the face.
つ ゆ
I'm gonna need some sort of mnemonic for them.
ゆ
Some sort of way of remembering.
ら
Telling the bloody difference.
ゆた
Yuta, that's like a name.
ゆた
Yuta.
つ
Wheeler Yuta, a pro wrestler. Tsu.
つ
Su.
すり
Li.
ら
La.
ゆ
I think it might just be a matter of distinguishing them. I think I can do it.
つ
You know, there's some other characters that look extremely similar, like Ryu and Lo. And somehow I can always distinguish them. I don't know why. It never became a huge difficulty for me. Like, I rarely ever confuse them. But then there's others that do look similar, and they are difficult for me because of that, like sa in katakana and se in hiragana. Favorite Kamen Rider standby for now is both a chainsaw. You mean the standby sound? Is that what you meant, Hoa? If that is the case, it's probably I don't know. It's a bop. The Burning Falcon Jin. You know, the Kamen Rider. Kamen da 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 da. Like, wow. You can dance to those things. Yeah, the standby song. Not a lot. There's a lot of riders that don't have one, but yeah, for some of them it's not even a song, it's more like a sound, right? But yeah. Burning Falcon Jin was... All of the GO riders have a great standby sound. I love all of them, not just was. All the GO riders, Burning Falcon Jin, for that matter, maybe Vulcan and Valkyrie as well. Hell no, let's say all the 0-1 and the GO riders. The more recent they are, the more like melody-like they are. Li. So those would be the ones. Can't tell you one answer only. You. See here, I'm not sure. Tsu. Well, because there's no other choice. Oh no, wait, she is here actually. I could have gotten it wrong. Li. La. Li.
Koala.
This looks kind of similar to the U in hiragana as well. It's kind of difficult for me. Koala, of course. Koala. Makes me think of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, of the character. His name in English is Chumli, but in Japanese is Hayato. I don't remember the full name, but he's Hayato. He looks like a koala. Des Koala is one of his signature cards in his deck. Ta.
Ki.
So I'll try to think of Hayato Koala, something like that.
Ki.
O.
Tachi.
Watashi tachi. It's like pluralizing a word, right? It pluralizes a first person word. I will go for new. Hope you get more viewer. Same here, Hoa. Same here. That is, of course, the intent. Thank you so much for that, for the sentiment, and for being here and becoming one of those viewers.
Shita.
I'm working on it. There's some things I need to strategize. I'm just not good with that sort of like strategizing, marketing, and all that.
Shita.
Again, I'm in a huge dilemma of what kind of videos to make here for that. And yeah, because you kind of have to select a niche. Kishi. Or maybe I don't if some things work out a certain way, but that's another story. On. Ochi. Kachi. Victory. Kachi. Kichi. Anytime I play video games, I always want to say that word. Kachi. That we're winning. Are you winning, son? Hi, Otosan. Watashi no kachi desu. It's my victory.
Tai.
Yosh, Thailand.
Anki.
What did Anki mean? I remember there was a book or a platform for learning Japanese that was called this way. Give me a second. It's a Japanese deck from this website, yeah. AnkiWeb.net. And they have like visual cards. What were they called? The visual cards? Flashcards that they use, I think. I think that's what this was. I don't see any of that here, but yeah, I need to look into this again because it's a very... Yeah, a lot of people use it for learning. It seems like it's very essential for learning kanji. Tansu. Oh yeah, Hoa, thank you for being here. I think I didn't say goodbye, but yeah. Jane. Kion. That can be a name too. Ki. た、す、き、ん、お。
かき。
Yosh, let's speedrun this now. Gaki. Waki? Yeah, that's uki. This is waki.
おん。
On. On. Taki. Taki kasuya. Shita. Shin. Shin. Tachi. Kin. Yeah, knowing... I've already been familiar with the word shin from stuff like Shin Godzilla, Shin Ultraman, Kamen Rider. Other things that use shin. There's a lot like that because shin can mean new, true.
サイン。
It's used in a lot of things here and there. Shin Goki from Street Fighter. But yeah, that familiarizes me with the she character, and that's how I can distinguish it with the Tsu character. Sort of. Again, the Tsu character, I'm gonna keep remembering that the smile on the smiley face is wider, goes like higher. That's gonna be my way of remembering it. Also, the eyes are kind of in a different position, but it's easier for me to remember like the smile, so to speak.
サイン。サイン。
Sign. 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 Signature. So sign, like, you gotta sign with your signature. Sign. Tanka. Tanka.
チキン。
Chikin?
チキン。チキン。
Chikin. Chikin. Does that mean something? I don't know, it makes me think of Kishin, which means night. Kishin. Kamen Rider Saber no Kishin. The Knights of Kamen Rider Saber. Each rider in Saber is like a knight, basically. Kishin. Kishin wa kakkoi desu. Hihi. Knights are cool. Knights are really, really, really neat. Kakkoi. Taisu. Yeah, tansu. Tansu. Anko. Sanka. Kamen Rider Sanka. That's the name of a song. I'm talking about the 3 riders in V3. Laida, Kamen Rider. But it's like from the sun, like the 3, which means 3. Sanka. What does Sanka mean? I don't remember. Anyway, Shinka. Kyon.
コイン。コイン。
Coin. Coin. Is that coin like the currency thing? Coin? Literally coin. Yeah, it's literally a coin. Super Mario no coin. Super Mario no coin. The coin from Super Mario, for example. Whenever I can string together a sentence or a phrase, I always try to do it. Sentences, not for the most part, but like part of a sentence. Because Super Mario coin. Coin from Super Mario. I don't know if that applies to the complete sentence. It's what you call a phrase in linguistic terms, which is something that would be part of a sentence, but by itself is not a full sentence, right? Like, for example, purple hair. That's maybe a phrase. In itself, it's not a full sentence. You need something like, I have purple hair. My hair is purple. Watashi no kami wa murasaki desu. My hair is purple, right? You.
ゆ、つ、
Tsu. You see? Here's a tricky one, but I got it.
つ、
I got it. The higher smile. You might say, li,
り、ら、
la.
ら、
これです. Li.
り、
There's a little bit of background noise I hope you're not hearing. Just a machine running in the background. It's temporary.
つ、
It should run out soon. Yeah, I don't think you can hear it when I'm not speaking, but maybe when I'm speaking you can hear it. So sorry if you do.
う、
U, la,
ら、
you,
ゆり。
Yuri. That can be a name.
ゆ、り、
Yuri, Kamen Rider Psycho. It means Lily. Really? 本当か? そんな.
つら。
Didn't know that. Tsura. I'm gonna forget that. Riri, I would think it is, especially if it's katakana. But okay. Tatsu. Tatsu meant something. Anyway, tatsu. Tatsu.
立つ。から。
Kara. What did kara mean? It meant something. I forgot.
から
Kara. There's karada, but that's body. That's more. No, that's a different word. Karate, and karate is based on kara, I think, but I'm not sure. Anyway. Tsuyu.
つゆ
Tsuyu. Shika.
鹿
Oh, those tsu and shi. It gets tricky. Coca.
コカ
Coca. Coca-Cola. Tsuka.
つか
Yuka.
ゆか
Yuka can also be a name.
つた
Tsuta.
つた
Tsuta. Ivy. Tsuta. 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 Poison tsuta. Poison ivy.
かり
Kari. Mitsu. Mitsu.
みつ
Mitsu can mean like third or something like that, I think. Hitotsu, futatsu, mitsu. Like 3 people or 3 things you're pointing out.
ちゆ
Chiyu.
ちゆ
Chiyu.
ちゆ
Kara.
から
Kara. Kira.
きら
Kira, kira. Kira can mean killer or it can mean like shining, I think. Depends on the context. Wara.
わら
Wara. Ura.
うら
Lasu.
らす
Yes.
リス
Lisu.
りす
Lisu squirrel. Ooh. 新しい言葉. Is that how you say word, 言葉? Not sure if that's how it is. But yeah. 言葉. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's how you say word. 新しい言葉. 新たな言葉. A new word.
リス
Lisu. I'm gonna try to imagine a squirrel called Liz. You know, like Liz. Liz. Which is short for Elizabeth. Because Liz, you would say Lisu also. That's gonna be my mnemonic to remember. Hey, Allurain, great to see you. Not usually in the YouTube side, but figured I'd make an exception and visit you for a bit. Thank you for being here. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna end the stream soon. Just, I do these more relaxed and I can afford to end them earlier than my usual running time. I'm having a great time here, but I think I'll be ending it soon. And if you still are gonna have your card stream later, I'd love to return the favor later. Unless you are doing it right now, you maniac. So, hope everything is going well one way or another, Allurin. Always nice to have you around.
り
Lee. Yeah, just relaxing from the Final Fantasy madness of yesterday. Just a different feel today. This is why Saturdays feel really nice for the Japanese streams. Tsu. But yeah, Maniacs, next week I'll have a collab with Allurin. It will be on Twitch though, but we're gonna have a Final Fantasy Starlight Holiday Celebration collab. So look forward to it. I know I am. She, Lee, そして you. Going live in another 30 minutes playing some new Genshin Story, then card games for the rest of the day. Nice. I'll stop by.
ラン
Lan. Orchid. Okay. Wow. A lot of new words. I've heard this from teachers before, like, hey, try to learn like 5 to 7 new words a day or something like that. But those numbers are so big. Like 1 word a day is more than enough for me. How can I learn 7 words in a day? That's madness. It's a lot. And well, with Japanese it's different because I also have to learn the characters. Right now, I have enough on my plate just learning the characters. But even if it were another language that uses Roman characters, like French or Italian, it would be so difficult. Get good, scrub? Yeah. So you get good at language learning. Otherwise, you're gonna have the Green Owl murder your family. Japanese or broken knees. Tsuyu, これです。Tsuyu.
カツ
Katsu meant something. What did it mean? Katsu. winner, maybe? Like kachi, katsu. I meant something like that, but yeah. Anyway, shimi, yumi, kan, san, lin. Yosh.
ランチ
Lanchi,
ランチ
lanchi, lunch. Lanchi, lanchi. Watashi no lanchi wa takoyaki desu. My lunch is takoyaki, for example. It's not actually takoyaki. I don't have takoyaki here. I'm gonna watch a quick episode of Eminence in Shadow before I go live. Nice. I'm actually ending the stream right now. Hey, nice. I need to catch up. I'm probably behind from where you are right now, Elurin. Oh, yes. But yeah, let's wrap up the stream with that, actually. That's a really good time. Really good timing right there. Yeah, go watch the episode, though. If you have 13 minutes before you go live, you should really go watch it now. But hey, thank you, Maniacs. Thank you for being here. As we are ending the week of streams in a very chill manner, a fantastic week of streaming. Oh my gosh, it's been so inconsistent on October and November. But I'm back in full health. As full as it's gonna be right now. Still, the throat gets a little bit sore here and there. You're in episode 10. I think I'm a little bit behind, just slightly behind. I don't remember what the... No, yeah, I think it was like episode 7 or 8 for me. So don't tell me anything about it. Don't say anything about it, okay? Yeah. Don't tell me anything, alright? Have a fun time with it, though. But yeah, thank you so much, Maniacs, for being here with me this week, whether here on YouTube or Twitch or anywhere. Yeah, seal your lips. Seal your lips. Just like you do for FF14, right? Oh, yes, what awaits for me in MSQ and the Crystal Tower, right? Looking forward to it. But it's been so much fun. Master Duel was a ton of fun. Then the Pokemon building is always great. Hopefully it's as great, as fun for you as it is for me. Final Fantasy was fantastic yesterday. No pun intended. No pun intended. No, it was more wonderful than usual. And then I think it was a chill time today. And we talked about great things. Talking about Ryder, talking about other things here and there. Thank you for the conversation, everyone. We're gonna end it for this week. Next week is probably gonna be the same mostly. Well, Final Fantasy Friday is a guarantee. But Saturday, we're not gonna have Japanese learning. We're gonna have the Final Fantasy Friday collab with Elurin, who just stopped by here at the end. And the other 2 days, yeah, we can have the Pokemon Unova League building. The other day, though, Wednesday, is up for debate. Anything goes. Maybe Master Duel again. Maybe more Final Fantasy. Maybe something else, though. I feel like I have a Smite stream pending. Perhaps it's time to return to Fall Guys. I'm leaning towards Fall Guys on Twitch. Same thing. 2 streams on Twitch, 2 streams on YouTube, alternating every other day, if you will. But for now, that's the end of this week, ending it in a chill manner. I wish you have a great rest of your Saturday or Sunday, whichever day it is for you. As for me, though, I'm gonna relax while getting my ass beat in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. As I continue to get better, to try to get better at the Duelist Cup and reach the next stage of it. That's the end goal for it, because the Duelist Cup ends tomorrow, so I have a deadline here. But for now, Maniacs, have a great rest of your weekend. Otsukai-sama desu.